صار لازم اطلع منك بسمع صوتك عم يندهلي ويصرخ لي بركي برجع خلص زمن العبودية صار لازم أعرف حالي صار لازم اشبه حالي ومهما تصرخ لي رجع خلص زمن العبودية صار لازم اطلع منك بسمع صوتك عم يندهلي ويصرخ لي بركي برجع خلص زمن
Really brings a tear to the eye there. That's a song called Bechbah Hali, translated as I'm starting to look like by myself, by an amazing Lebanese singer whose name is Nicolas Chalhoub, a very independent singer whose CD is currently reigning the charts at the Virgin Megastore in Beirut, Lebanon. And ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to be bringing you an interview with Nicolas Chalhoub in a moment, right here on the Arabology Show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me speak about Nicolas Chalhoub. Let me Americanize his name as Nicolas Chalhoub, and he has a new CD called Bechbah Hali. That CD is creating a whirlwind of love and adoration, as well as some controversy in Lebanon and in the Arab world. Why? We'll find out during my upcoming interview with Nicolas Chalhoub, who agreed to give us an interview while he was all the way in Lebanon. Merci, Nicolas. We'll be listening to you, his interview right here on the Arabology Show right after this.
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
They're not movie tough guys, just ordinary people doing something extraordinary. They're all signed up on matchingdonors.com, willing to donate their kidney to anyone who needs it. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. Matchingdonors.com improves those odds by finding living altruistic donors for patients desperately needing transplants. Go to matchingdonors.com and meet some extraordinary people. That's matchingdonors.com.
2:15 p.m. right here at KZSU Stanford 90.1 FM. And before I go to my promised interview with Nicolas Chalhoub, I want to remind everybody to stay tuned, because after the interview, we still have to feature something you don't want to miss. That is Lebanese hip-hop and Lebanese experimental sort of electronic music as well. So do not go anywhere. In the meantime, whatever you're doing, I suggest you stop, because the next, interview will blow you away. This is Nicolas Chalhoub. I had the pleasure of interviewing him via Skype, and he had so much to say about his new CD, which frankly is changing the world, along with a video clip to the title song called Bechbah Hali, a video clip that can only be described as extremely gutsy, courageous, and, extremely, extremely powerful. I have on the line with me, all the way from Lebanon, Nicolas Chalhoub, whose Arabic pronunciation would be probably Nicolas Chalhoub. Ahla wa sahla, and welcome to Arabology, Nicolas.
Hello, Ramzi. How are you?
I am fine. You're actually in Lebanon as we speak.
Yeah.
You are one of those artists who I have to call a perfectionist. You are involved in every aspect of your music making. Can you tell us a little bit about what you actually do?
In addition to my career in singing and composing and
and my lyrics and music. I do work in the advertising field, so I do advertising for many brands here in Lebanon. I supervise everything about my music, the events, everything.
ويعطيك العافية. This must be very difficult, Nicholas, because you're juggling two careers, a career in advertising that certainly you can self-promote, but also your full-time career in singing now that the CD Bechbah Hali has finally been released.
Yeah, it have been released in October. The 16th of October 2014 in Virgin Megastore Beirut, and now I'm going to do a second signing session in my village in the south of Lebanon.
What's it called? What's the village called?
It is Ain al-Dilb.
It sounds like a charming village. Is that where you grew up, Nicholas?
Yeah.
And were you interested in singing from your childhood, or is this something that came later on?
In my childhood, I was like 18 years I was there, and I was all the time singing at the school, at the church, everywhere. So it was the base, my base. I got everything from there. So I will be very happy to meet them after all this success in Lebanon. So you have to meet your neighbors and family and all the people you know.
Let's talk about the Bechbah Hali CD. Is this your first officially released CD?
Yes, it is. It was really successful, because it is different, and people now need something different because the market is full of similar music. So everything different will be highlighted, direct, and especially with this video clip. So it was a little bit shocking the people.
Well, let's talk about the video clip, because what you're calling shocking, we're calling magnificent here. Can you tell me about who had the idea for the video clip and what you were trying to say through the video clip?
When I was composing and doing the album, I did 7 songs, and I was keeping one song to do something related to society and to freedom. I was seeing the faces of these people, and I can see it in my head. I took my time, and finally I wrote the lyrics and the music. But I was in my mind there is a visual for this song. And when I went to the director Ghana Aboud, I told her my idea, and she adds some characters and
But for those people who haven't seen it, what kind of characters did you choose?
We talked about myself first and about many characters in the society, like gay character, lesbian character, someone who likes to have a girl who likes to have hair in her body, and society, in Lebanon especially, and Arab world doesn't accept that women have hair on her body.
Right. Especially the armpits. I remember in the video she raises her arms, and we see that she hasn't shaved her armpits.
Yeah, exactly. And many other characters, people with different, let's say, a tall man and a short man, and exactly, and there is, I think, 10 characters.
And it's not just marginalized sexualities. You also include the elderly, which is this old man that looks very, very endearing. What were you trying to say by including him in the video clip?
Yeah, I was trying to say that being old, you don't have to stop your life and to stay at home and to be the grandfather. You have to enjoy your life, and you have the right to enjoy your life and to feel like a baby maybe. So don't let the society and their eyes keep you at home, and don't do what they want you to do. Do whatever you want. Be yourself. Enjoy your life for the last second of it.
You also included, in the beginning, I believe, a stutterer, somebody who's stuttering. In Arabic, we say bita'te. Was that also a message of some kind?
Yeah, it is a psychological problem when someone does not speak good, and because of some problems, and at the end try to sing with me with his different voice. So how to be different and to be accepted and to be respected. That's it.
And you also included, people who might be considered overweight. Were you kind of talking about society's obsession with being skinny?
Yeah, exactly. And I talk even about my problem. I had a problem when I was 17 years old in my skin. It was the vitiligo. the pigmentation. So it was a personal experience, and I was refusing myself. So now after releasing everything, and after 5 months, I can feel much better, because I don't know. I was few days before I was thinking alone. No, it is really a good thing to talk about your
challenges
and your experience, and what do you think you don't like about yourself. You have to talk about it. You have to say that's me, and you love yourself more.
Wow, Nicolas, I mean, the video clip we're talking about on Bechbah Hali is truly beautifully filmed, and you're telling us how you've included marginalized elements from Lebanese society. You've given voice to people who are often dismissed or invisible. Is this something that's very personal to you, Nicolas? Have you always had this desire to help others, to project their struggles through your music and through your video clips?
I think music is about talking about the society and their problem. Music is not only for lovers and for love and passion. Music is we have to use music to solve our problems and to help other people to change something in the society, in the culture of your society. So I would like to always keep this side of my music, about the society and the culture.
Absolutely. If we had more people like you, Nicolas Chalhoub, I think the world would be a much better place for everybody.
Thank you.
Let me just ask you about the video clip, one more thing, and then I would like to turn to the actual CD.
Okay.
Did you encounter any resistance, any negative reaction because your video clip is so courageous and so different than what we're used to seeing in the Arab world?
Generally not, but I got some bad comments because, it's something new for them, and I accept, and I was waiting for this reaction. If there's no comments or bad reaction, so the society is accepting everything. So because of these comments, I knew, before releasing the video clip, I knew I will get some comments, and those people are my target too, because they will feel like shocked, because they are not seeing these people every day, and in Arabic video clips, they are seeing all the beauty shots and something about love, and the word music nowadays.
And when you say you received negative comments, what were they sort of saying?
Yeah, they were saying it's good. For example, I like it, but I didn't like the girl with the hair, or the homosexual people, or I don't know, something like this.
Will Arabic TV stations air this video clip, or would it be censored?
It's not censored, but it's not very. When you give your video clip to someone, you must have the same vision. If he believes in freedom, he will put your video clip. If he did not, he don't believe in freedom, he will not put it. He don't like your ideas. He don't like your view in the society. So some televisions are putting it, and the others no. But in general, every time I go for an interview, they put it all.
This is wonderful, Nicolas, because in addition to being online and being available to anybody in the world who'd like to enjoy your music and video clip, actual TV stations are airing it, which I believe is a huge departure from how things used to be, let's say, 10 years ago.
Yeah, sure.
So let's turn to the CD now, which is a magnificent CD. It's called Bechbah Hali, which I'm translating as I'm starting to look like myself. That is the title track, and that is the title of the video clip. Did you write the song and music?
You're speaking about the whole album, no?
Well, let's talk about the whole album, actually. Did you write the words and the lyrics and the music to the tracks on the album yourself?
I wrote 6 songs from 9, and I worked with a friend named Julian Hakim who wrote and composed 3 songs on the album.
Which songs were those?
He wrote the song track number 1 and 4 and 5, and I wrote the rest.
So we're talking about track 1 being Bil Amaliyye?
Yes, it's for Julian Hakim. Bil Amaliyye, كيف تكفي لحالي, track track 5 and track 4 ما بيسوى هيك.
And the other tracks are all your own compositions, your own creations?
Yes.
That is truly amazing.
It's not easy because you need time to write and to compose and to think and to advertise even your product, because my CD is my product at the end and I am the product too. So when I was writing my first album, Bechbah Hali, I was not living in Beirut, so I was coming every day to Beirut and driving like 1 hour or more. So I had the time all the time, every day, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to write and to think and to record. And then I had more time to write.
For our American listeners who love your music but may not quite understand what the song's about, may I please ask you to give me just, 1 or 2 sentences about each track that would help listeners know what Nicolas Chalhoub is singing about on this song. Can we begin with the first track called Bil Amaliye? What does that mean?
Bil Amaliye is a song talking about a different kind of love and different situation in love, where sometimes when you meet someone is faster than the other, so he fall in love before the other one. Mm-hmm. And someone was when he care a lot and will share with you some feeling, you say stop please, I need to love you with time, with شوي وشيء لبنان. بالأملية is بس تكون أنت قريب كتير من حدا أو بتحب حدا أو في علاقة مع بيناتكم، فيك تقول له بالأملية بعرف إنه ما رح تزعل مني، رح أقول لك بس بعرف إنه ما رح تزعل.
ركز معي شوي بالأملية، قلت لك لا تزيد علي، ركز معي شوي بالأملية، بدي شوفك يومي ولا بدي تتعلق فيه، ما بدي شوفك يومي ولا بدي تتعلق فيه، تركني حبك بحرية على بالي اشتاق شوي، والله الكذبي مش خطية، كذب علي ما تلزق فيه، تركني شوي حبيب الحرية.
So the next track is called في شي. عن شو بتحكي هالغنية يا نيكولا؟
في شي بتحكي عن قصة حب صارت من النظرة الأولى، صارت بين ال it's like click between eyes, بس تلتقى بحدا لأول مرة وهيك بتصير قصة صغيرة بيناتهم، بعدين بس حدا شيل عينه من عين تاني خلصت القصة، بدون ما حدا يعمل first step ويفوت بتاني. So it's like a love for 5 minutes.
طلعت فيك اللي في شي اللي في شي قلت له في شي نظرة وكلمة منه زهر هالعالم كله، ويحمر خدودي وشفافه ضحكولي وبين سنه. طلعت فيك اللي في شي اللي في شي قلت له فيه.
صار أفضل نفترق هي it's a song about women violence، عم نحكي عن العنف ضد المرأة، عن مرأة نطرت 12 سنة لحتى تترك الجوزة أو حبيبة من بعد ما تحول الحب بيناتهم صار في ضرب وصريخ وعيط أو هيك so هيدي كمان من واحدة من السونجز اللي عم نجرب نعملهم فيديو كليب يكون خاصه بالومن فايولنس.
خفف غير شوي سمعوا ولاد الحي، صوتي وصوتك عم يعلو أكتر كل شوي، شو هالقصة معك فيك تحكي وبسمع، ما عاد في اتحمل ولا لحظة معك. بعد 12 سنة في شي خلص، في 10 في عمر، بس الحب خلص. في حلوة في مرة، دعانا هنجرب، صار أفضل نفترق. بعد 12 سنة في شي خلص، في 10 في عمر، بس الحب خلص. في حلوة في مرة، دعانا هنجرب، صار أفضل نفترق.
Moving on to ما بيسوى هيك.
ما بيسوى هيك. It's about another story of love when someone decide to leave and ما حدا يبطل بحب التاني وخلص يروح والشخص التاني بيصير عم يقوله إنه you're totally changed, so غيرت كتير وخلص ما بقى رح أنا فل وما رح أسأل بقى عنك.
رجعت قلبي لحبك، وبالرجعة انت وندمك، مش باقي لحظة بدربك. رح امشي ومني سئلان، انا رجعت قلبي لحبك، وبالرجعة انت وندمك، مش باقي لحظة بدربك. عينيك شو المشكل، طمني عليك. كنت الحاضر والمستقبل، كنت الحلم اللي عم يتكمل. كلماتي مني عم تخجل، ما بيسوى هيك.
There seems to be a recurring theme, Nick, about, in the album about love that has gone awry, that has not gone well, breakups and sadness. Does this come because of, certain experiences you had, or is it sort of fantasizing about what it would be like?
No, it is about experiences. كلنا بنمرق the same experience. We have all the same experience in love. We always broke up and we leave, and then we fall in love again, and we leave, we broke up, and it's the same stories. So we may meet somewhere, everyone.
Okay, let's move on to track 5, which is called كيف بكفي لحالي. Again, the title is How Do I Go On My Own?
Sometimes, after being in love with someone for like 5 years, it's not easy to continue alone, and this is this song, and it's talking, we're talking about long time relation, and after من بعد ما نترك بنصير نفكر انه كيف نكفي لحالنا، بس على طول بنكفي، بنفكر انه بنخاف نكفي، بس اخر شيء بنكفي لحالنا.
That's absolutely a beautiful message, because instead of being depressing and saying you cannot go on your own, you're reminding everybody that we all have the strength to actually get up, pick ourselves up and continue.
كيف بكفي لحالي، كيف بكفي لحالي، كيف بكفي لحالي، كيف بكفي لحالي، كيف بتقبلها، كيف
Let's move on to number 6. It's called in English Idea, and in Arabic it's Fikra.
It's a love story, but it's about love too, but it's different. يعني it's a different situation. عم بحكي كمان إنه لما نلتقى كل يوم بحس إنه كأنه أنا أو أنت ما عم تطلع بالعمق تبعي أو بالأفكاري أو في أنا من جوا عم طلع بس بشكلي.
يمكن حبي وحبك فكرة هتوصلنا المطرح أو شي غيري صوتك الزاني ما في قلبنا نقطع يمكن نظرة رمية شادت كلمة خمسة أو شي قصة مكتابة ما في إلها صفحة يمكن حبي وحبك فكرة هتوصلنا المطرح أو شي غيري صوتك الزاني ما في
Moving on, Habibi, to number 7. هربان مني حلمي. My dream has escaped from me.
It was my album يعني my dream was my album. So هربان مني بس كمشته آخر شيء.
هربان مني حلمي باشر بها الطرقات مثل الأخوات عم نركض حافي بقطعة تياب كل ما قرب وصل يمسكني العالم كله بكرة بيوم منتلاقى يا حلمي بهالساحات هربان مني حلمي باشر بها الطرقات مثل الأخوات عم بركض حافي بقطعة تياب كل ما قرب وصل يمسكني العالم كله بكرة بيوم منتلاقى يا حلمي بهالساحات
Let me move on, Habibi, to number 8. It's called Bechbah Hali. This is the title track. We spoke about it a little bit. But what do you mean when you say, I'm starting to look like myself?
يعني I'm being independent. I'm being... I accepted myself. يعني it's different to look at the mirror and to say, I love you. The message behind this song is to love yourself and to feel like... I don't have a mask to put on my face, and I'm transparent. And if you want to talk about love, it's like when someone in the relation is totally بيقولوا ما عنده شخصية أو بدوب بالشخص التاني على الآخر يعني ببطل عنده his own character and his own personality. So بس يصير هيك كمان and when you broke up خلص بتقول بدي أرجع أشبه حالي بدي أرجع أعمل الأنا تبعي.
So starting to look like yourself again is a positive thing, and and goes against what we call here codependency, when somebody falls in love with someone so much that they actually sacrifice their own self for the other and cease to look like themselves. Wow. And then we've got the last track here. Now I don't know if I will be able to pronounce this, Nicholas. It's a Spanish track.
Mi sueño se escapa.
Now where does we know you speak Arabic, we know you speak English, we know you speak French. Where did Spanish come from?
It's an experience, you know. I had some visitors from Spain, friends coming here, and when I was doing my album recording and everything, they listened to this song in Arabic. It's هربان مني حلمي in Arabic, but in Spain, Mi sueño se escapa. So one friend told me it is like a Spanish rhythm and music, and it can be a Spanish song. I told him, let's try to make it. And he wrote he translated the lyrics, and we put it. And it's a window for the Latin market. Why not?
Sueño se escapa, volando se va. Yo voy como loco, corriendo tras él. Familia, amigos, todo está perdido. Si intentan frenarme, más quiero volar. Mi sueño se escapa. escapa, volando se va. Yo voy como loco, corriendo tras él. Familia, amigos, todo está perdido. Siente